in practice?
Yeah, because as usual, I play the way I practice, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, these incoming freshmen, they need a leader, and so I decided to be that type of leader.
Would there be any freshmen so far on this defense that have really stood out to you, whether that be in the linebacking core or defensive front?
It's hard to pinpoint, but it's a couple of them. Deuce, Steven, and it's a lot more on offense as well. But on my side of the ball, those are the two that stand out to me.
Why Deuce? You're like the third or fourth person that's brought his name up. What jumps out to you about him?
Because I have seen him do a lot of good things, including like getting picks and making plays and just doing what he does best, just like his brother.
A lot of guys talk about maybe his maturity. Does he seem older to you than a brand new pup?
He seemed more mature than most of the freshmen, because you know how most of the freshmen, when they come in, they loud, obnoxious, just want to be seen and heard. But him, he's very humble. I like that about him.
Well, Coach Miles was talking about him and Kyle always lining up to race 40s. Have you seen any of those races, and are you willing to go on record with who's faster between those two?
I can't really say who's faster because I'm ahead of them, so I can't really tell. So,
great answer. I like that. Good answer.
I'm curious. Stephen Parker played in a few games last year, but I think expectations and hopes for him are pretty high. What have you seen out of him so far? And I guess what are you expecting from him this season?
I'm expecting to see him become like a really great leader. That's one person who I know for a fact is going to be like one of the leaders. Once we're gone, he's going to be one of the leaders, him and Gavin. I think they're going to be one of the major defensive leaders.
Yeah. What is it specifically about him that I guess instills that confidence in you to say that he will be one of those guys?
He stands out. And like a lot of the freshmen look up to him, and like a lot of freshmen follow him too. It's not even just freshmen. A lot of seniors like to talk to him. A lot of juniors like to talk to him. And he's just one of those people who are outgoing and outspoken. And like he makes himself known.
Hey, Kyron, I've got two questions. Number one, are you kind of settling into a position now? I know you've kind of jockeyed back, but between the rush end and then the linebacker. Are you feeling comfortable there? And then also, just a big picture thought. What are you seeing of the defense so far in fall camp, and what do you think? What do you think you guys can be like this year?
Right now, my position is it's still varying, but right now I'm at outside. And like your second question was, what do we? My fault. I couldn't understand the second question. Say it again.
Just what have you seen from the defense, and what do you think the defense can be this year?
Oh, I think we're gonna be phenomenal this year. The way we've been playing all this year, this throughout fall camp, I think we're gonna be real good. Better than last year for sure.
Hey, Coach Miles mentioned that Drew Prox is a little bit nicked up, but he should be back soon. How important is Prox to what you guys are doing defensively?
I don't really know how to answer that one, because that's Drew. If he's nicked up, he's nicked up. But at the end of the day, he's going to get healthy, and he's going to be back playing with us. And he is a big factor on the defense, because as you can tell, last year, the dude was flying around making all the plays. Really, I think he was leading, was it the Big 12 or something, in the most tackles, I think. He was, and then he got hurt. And so, like, yeah, he for sure, when he come back, he's going to be a huge factor on the defense.
How much did you guys miss him those last 8 games?
We miss him a lot. We miss him a real lot. It's cool. It's always cool to have Drew up in there doing his little thing. You know how he do. Just being goofy.
I'm curious, as one of the kind of leading defensive guys, other than Puka, other than AP, the names we'd expect, who's the hardest guy to catch, to tackle, to bring down on offense?
If I had to choose, I mean, I really say either Velton or it's either Velton or Puka. But Flomo is a good one too. But Velton or Puka is just, they're quick, they're fast. They go from 0 to 100 like that, and it's like wow. It's like you really gotta keep up with them, or they just gonna flash right before you. It's like they're quick.
Yeah. Then I also wanted to ask, the kind of NCAA ruling eligibility wise on, I guess whether or not this year will count for any athlete, basically. I mean, if you had the opportunity, would you take the extra year, stay in college an extra year and play out a couple seasons?
Honestly, I would say yeah. Yeah, I would. I would say another year. It's a give and take for me. It's just like, because as you get older, you start to realize that football is like, are you really ready for what's ahead? And so for me, I'm ready for it. And so at the same time, if I want to move on and try to make it to the league, then that's what I'll do. But if I want to stay and actually make a bigger name for myself, then I'll do that.